Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Colt Canyon. This is a game that you can find on Steam for about $15. So this is a roguelike set in the Old West. Rather than having machine guns and bazookas, you've got revolvers, you've got rifles, you've got TNT/dynamite, and as you might expect, because of that, this is more of a skill-based roguelike as opposed to a grindy one. And most of the roguelikes I've played, I've got machine guns and plasma rifles, and I can just rapid fire gun everything down. In this game, you kind of have to time your shots. It's going to take you time to reload, so you have to come at situations a bit more tactically than you normally would in a roguelike. There's a little bit of stealth here in the sense that you can sneak up on someone. There's no crouch, but you can sneak up on someone that's facing the other way or roll towards them and then quickly knife them or hit them with a melee weapon and try and insta-kill them before they notice you. So there's a little bit of strategy there, but for the most part, this is a skill-based roguelike. Now, one of the reasons I don't care for this, and there's actually a couple. One of the reasons I don't care for it is the screen feels like it's jerking a bit whenever I'm moving. It's hard for me to explain. If I'm moving to the right, for example, and you're going to be constantly moving from left to right, across screen after screen after screen, and then across multiple levels until you get to the boss. Every time I move to the right and the screen moves with it, there's the slightest hint of camera jerkiness. And that actually made me nauseous and dizzy. So it's like the screen transitions weren't exactly smooth. So as long as the screen wasn't moving, my character was fine. I was able to roll around. I was able to dodge roll. It was fine. I mean, I was enjoying myself. But the moment I was scrolling to the right and the screen was actually moving to go with my character, the camera was just jerking. Now, maybe it's just me being overly sensitive, but I don't know. I mean, I have a high sensitivity to vertigo and other things, so that might just be unique to me. But I didn't feel like the camera transition going from left to right was as smooth as it could possibly be. Another thing I don't like is that there's no permanent unlocks or skills. The only thing that you're going to be unlocking from game to game are new characters to play as. What you're going to be doing in this game, your partner was taken from you, and you're on a quest to go save them. Now, along the way, not only are you going to be shooting things and picking up new weapons, you can hold a total of 2 and switch between them. You've got different ammo types, like you've got revolver ammo or just regular, I guess, pistol ammo. You've got rifles, you've got shotguns, you've got TNT, there's arrows for bows and arrows, and stuff like that. But you're going to be advancing, killing guys, and then on top of that, you'll be finding these captured people along the way. You can interact with them to save them, and then you can choose a perk. One of the perks might be increase your max ammo. Another perk might be fill all of your TNT reserves. Another one usually is join me as a companion. When they join you as a companion, they have no weapon, and then you can hold in E, well, interact. I had to rebind my keys, but you can give them a weapon to use. Now, as far as I can tell, they don't actually use any ammo. I've never seen them run out of ammo. So if you have like one shotgun bullet left, or shell left, I should say, then give them the shotgun, because you'll be able to use it more than you will. You can also revive downed companions. I did run into a bug where I was trying to revive a companion, and then I was shot, and then I killed the enemy, and then I went back to revive him, and I couldn't do it. It gave me the prompt to revive him, but I was hitting E trying to revive him, and he wouldn't revive. So I don't know if that was just a one-time bug thing, or if that was by design. Like, revive him once, it didn't work, so I lost my chance to do it. I have no idea. But that was something unfortunate. And you can have more than one companion. I had a total of 3 companions with me when that happened. After 3 stages of going from left to right, you'll fight a boss. The boss I fought had this huge whip and was calling various companions to help him out. That was kind of fun. You can destroy barrels, and some objects can only be destroyed via TNT. There was one or two chests that I came across that needed a red key. I couldn't find the red key, but it was there. One guy was trapped in like a sarcophagus, so I used TNT to blow him out because regular melee attacks weren't working. I want to say, this game is quite difficult. It's one of those easy game to learn, difficult game to master kind of thing. Like I said, I like the art style. I like the gunplay. I think it's satisfying. It's just, I prefer games with permanent upgrades from round to round. Like Rogue Legacy, for example, which is an older roguelike. I was able to upgrade tons of things, going from run to run to run. Again, in this game, all you can unlock are new characters to play as. So, I don't know, like, and going from stage to stage, it felt repetitive. Like stages 1-1, 1-2, and 1-3, they felt like Mario Brother levels in the sense that it's the same look, same drab yellow look. I mean, again, it's the Old West, so I don't expect, you know, tie-dye, multicolored vomiting all over the place, but, like, it was just the same layout across all three of the stages before I got to the boss. 2-1, instead of it being yellow, it was like a slight green swamp color, so it was slightly different. There were snakes and traps that were shooting me from walls, that kind of thing. But for the most part, it seemed to be quite repetitive. But I'm not saying it's like totally a bad thing, but without the permanent upgrades or some sort of skill tree, it's hard for me to come back to this and keep me invested, honestly. I like games with permanent progression. It gives me a reason to come back and play it more. So that would stand to reason that, should you pick this up? Well, only if this style of gameplay is so appealing to you, and that, you know, the theme is so appealing to you, and the gameplay is just that great, that you want to keep coming back for more. That's what's gonna make or break this purchase for you. Is, does this game look like something, regardless of the lack of permanent upgrades aside from character unlocking? Is this gunplay going to be good enough for you? That's the question you have to ask yourself. And unfortunately for me, as fun as it was, it's not enough for me to keep coming back to it on a regular basis. Again, I prefer more of an RPG roguelike as opposed to a bullet hell, permadeath, high difficulty roguelike. But that's just me. Your mileage is obviously going to vary. So there you go, folks. That was Colt Canyon. If you guys haven't already, subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.